the Paladin Pirate. How are you doing this evening? Hey, Artsy Steph. How are you doing this evening? How is everybody doing this evening? To answer all your questions very quickly, yes, I had a good time on vacation. No, I did not get kidnapped by the cartel. Even though I was in Mexico, just not that side of Mexico. But yeah, I had a good time, and I'm ready to get back, play some 14. And as you can see from my next main scenario quest prompt here, I need to select a grand company, which is where we stopped. And this is exciting because this is going to lead fairly quickly to me finally getting mounts. Hang on. He didn't send an invite, so we'll leave it away. Sorry, had something pop up in my in-game chat that y'all can't see for, well, oh, actually, y'all can kind of see it a little bit. In fact, I need to fix that. Hang on. That's an easy fix. Oh, wrong thing. That's the wrong thing. That's the right thing. Art says he's doing good. Just finished dinner. Paladin Pirate's doing good. That's awesome. We've had 2 weeks off to decide which. I've had 2 weeks off to decide which of the 3 grand companies to join. We can either, for those who don't remember, we can either join the Order of the Twin Adder, which are the yellow dudes here from Gridania, which is where we started. We can join the Immortal Flames, which is from Ul'dah, which is where we picked up the Gladiator. Or we've got the Maelstrom, which is Pirates, which we haven't interacted with that area yet, so I think I'm going Pirate. I did just get back from the sea, and I've got a pirate in my audience. How was the Admiral's speech? Ah, but you need not explain. That you stand before me now is your answer enough. You have resolved to join the Maelstrom, have you not? I indeed have. That's the spirit, lad. With allies like you, how much stronger is our crew? Let us brave the seas together, friend. Now the choice is made. It's time to add your name to our rolls. Make your way to Limsa Lominsa and seek out our Grand Company's headquarters. The company you keep, Maelstrom. The Maelstrom recruitment officer seems eager to welcome you to Limsa Lominsa's Grand Company. And we get some Dalamud red dye upon completing this quest. Maelstrom Command is located on the upper decks. I will send word to our personnel officer to expect you. The duties of a Maelstrom soldier can be both arduous and challenging, but I did leave out of the accent. The duties of a Maelstrom soldier can be both arduous and challenging, but I promise you will not regret this choice. May your passage be swift and your bearings sure. Alright. So it's off to Limsa Lominsa. And we're going to go away. We haven't gone yet since we are here in Vesper Bay. And I literally just thought of this. This was not planned. I mean, I kind of planned to go Maelstrom anyway, but the fact that I can get there from here without teleporting quickly is, well, it's nice. Just got to remember where the, ferry is, because it's not down here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I see. I think I gotta go around this way. There it is. The Noonery, the ferry ticketer. Yes, I want to travel to Limsa Lominsa for 80 gil. Artsy says, good providence thar. And get thee to a nunnery. What now? Well, thankfully I'm not going to a nunnery. Yet. Keyword, yet. I'd say if I'm going to join a pirate crew, I ought to get used to traveling by boat. Instead of airship. Because I'm not a sky pirate. Yet. Alright, the ferry docks. Hey, you had some IRL experience with that, so that's always good. Slightly different. And as a passenger, yes, but, hang on. Similar. Didn't have to go through a muster drill for this one. Is that ferry or ferry? It's the FE, ferry. Wow, Limsa is empty tonight. Probably because everyone's off doing all the new content that released today. Be interesting to see what's over on my main server. Okay, here's a bunch of people at least. Yeah, there was a content update. Usually about once a month there's a content update. We are on now patch 7.45, which released a couple of interesting things. I don't want to talk too much about it because spoilers for stuff I definitely want to cover on this show, but some advancements. Nothing major, just more quest lines in this one. Plus, we are I'm not 100% certain, but I think we're coming up on another seasonal event soon called Little Ladies Day for, I don't remember what it lines up with. We do seem to be decorated with it with the cherry trees and all. I'm going the wrong way. It's the other way. It's the other side of the drowning winch. Yeah, in fact, right now, we are probably maybe now a little less than a year out from the next full expansion. I am not making it to, I'm not going to get there in time, so I won't be doing that live. But, yeah, it is the cherry blossom season, and maybe that's what it's connected up to. I don't think, there might be some other, it might be also connected to White Day, which is like the opposite of Valentine's, where the girls give chocolates to the guy or vice versa. I don't remember. I don't know if that's what it's connected. I think it's more what it's connected to, because we already had a Valentine's Day seasonal update, and I didn't ever get around to it on stream. So I will try to do the seasonal events in here when they happen, because those can be very fun. All right, Storm Personnel Officer. I will tell you, the reason I didn't do the Valentine's Day, or as it's known in this game, Valention's Day, I wasn't where I could get to the town where it was happening. No, that's not right, because it was actually in Gridania, which is where we started. There was another reason why I didn't do it. I think it's because mostly could have just been I was focused. That's what it was. I was too focused when Valentine's Day was coming around, and I kind of forgot about it even on my own character. I kind of did it at the last minute. All right, Storm Personnel Officer. Hail, adventurer! What business have you at Maelstrom Command? My name is Jack Hoppington. I believe you're expecting me. I'm here to enlist if you have me. We'll go with this one. Jack Hoppington! I, a recruitment officer, sent word of your coming. It shall be my honor to induct you into the ranks of the Maelstrom. Now, before I can accept your oath, you must be made aware of several... Sir! What is it, Private? And this had better be important. Sir, we've received a report from a lookout in Lower Lenosha. Sir, Imperial forces have fired upon a Highwind Skyways airship. The vessel is in a bad way, sir, and appears to be banking for an emergency landing in Cedarwood. Cedarwood? Dang it, we have no troops available in that area. The bulk of our infantry is bogged down on the coast, skirmishing with the fishbacks. Hoppington, this is highly irregular, but I fear your first duty in service to the Maelstrom must needs be unofficial. If our man in Lower Lenosha is correct, the airship will come down in a territory crawling with Imperial scouts. If there are any survivors, we must reach them before the Garleans do. Make haste to Cedarwood, locate the airship, and if any of its occupants are alive, make sure they come to no further harm. We'll see about swearing you in upon your return. Very well. So, we have got to get to Cedarwood. Where is Cedarwood? It's down here, apparently. And I am over here. Fastest way would be here to middle, then come down and over. I've not been to this area yet. So that's going to be, I believe, on the lower decks, actually. Thought it was upper decks, but it's lower decks. Straight out the back. Okay. Maybe that's where that is. Sorry. Limsa, as much as I like the look of this town and its designs, I get turned around here all the stinking time. I don't have the Culinarians Guild or the Marauders Guild yet. I need to come back here and do that later. Okay. Nope. This way. Don't forget, if you got channel points, I got stuff in there now. Especially if you want to see one of my... want me to switch to any of my minions. Where's the elevator? There's the elevator. Sorry, this is all ship culture. It's a lift. Because it's British. I said it wrong. British. Bulwark Hall, please. Say hi to the mariner as you go past. Sure there is one. Mariners all over the place around here. Okay, not that way. That way. Oh, two Mariner. I'm not getting what you're talking about. You're talking about Mariner on lower decks, on Star Trek lower decks. Gotcha. Sorry, took me a second. We'll do as you suggest. All right. I need to head south. I need to head south. Zephyr Drift. We got some little ladybugs, some lost lambs. This is obviously the low-level leveling area if you started in Limsa. But we are going one area south of here. Boimler would have been a little more obvious, I think. You are correct there, but in all fairness, it made sense. All right. Mr. Purple Hair, who sounds like new Superman. Oh, thankfully they're not the same guy. Though the guy who played Boimler was an Oppenheimer. Yeah, I don't think it's the same dude. Alright, we have found our airship crewman. Hi, Mr. Airship Crewman. Who are we hiding from? I didn't have to know, I just wanted to. Yeah, I'd say it crashed. Ooh. Thank goodness for dodos. An adventure? What are you doing out here? No, wait, let's find some cover first. You know, y'all didn't run very far. You shouldn't be out of breath yet. Maelstrom Command sent you. How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Be at ease, sir. We are of the Maelstrom. You are Garland Iron Works engineer, yes? One of our lookouts reported the attack on your craft. We're here to rescue you. You must be Hoppington. Good work on reaching our friend here before the Imperials. That answer your question, buddy? I need to move this microphone. Never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to that man's treachery? The secrets of Magitech belong in Imperial hands. They are not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Some must pay for Garland's crimes. Scouting party from Castrum Occidents, I'd say. Seems they want your ship engineer. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell is hiding inside the tiny Bronco. More 7 references. The tiny Bronco? Isn't that the new design people have been whispering about? It is the first airship we've built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland. Well, since he went missing. After years of work, she's finally ready for her first test flight. And she was soaring, she really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Alright, pay attention. We're going to hit the Imperials. Alright, sorry, I keep doing the accent wrong. Alright, pay attention. We're going to hit these Imperials hard and fast. If you want a souvenir from Eorzea, they can have a knife in the gut. But they're not going to get that ship. Oh, and don't forget to save the Lalafell. Yes, don't forget to save the potato. What say you, Hoppington? Ready to give those curs a hiding? Like a tidal wave, lads. Charge! An ambush! To arms! Got the bastards! Keep them away from the airship! Savages, you cannot stand against the might of the Empire! This has gone on long enough! Exterminate these barbarians! Teach them the futility of resistance! I leveled up! No, I didn't. I just got an achievement for killing enough bad guys. That's all it was. Come back here. There we go. Biggs. Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed inside the ship. That was a close one. Too dang close. Now how's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller's a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. We'll stand watch until the ship is ready to take off. The Imperials will come looking for the Scots eventually, but I doubt they'll get here for a good while yet. Hoppington, you're free to return to Maelstrom Command and complete your induction. Ordinarily, I ask you to stay, but I think we'd all feel better knowing an adventure of your ability was safely sworn in and ready for the next mission. Rest assured, I'll inform Command of the part you played today. I am just wanted to... I already forgot his voice. I am just wanted to say, you know, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that, I got that one wrong, didn't I? Haha, seriously though. If I hadn't been for you and the Maelstrom lads there, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge? Thank you. We're very grateful. I don't know why I'm voicing him as Mickey Mouse. Alright. Back to the Maelstrom Command. I think while I'm up here, I'm going to go ahead and grab the last two. Ethernet shards for Limsa. I'm not far from them. And yet I still went the wrong way. Retro says, now do Goofy. Well, I'll do what I can for you, Roy. But this might be the best I can do. Now, Donald Duck, that's right out. I can't do Donald Duck. I'm still going the wrong way. I mean, this was the closest I got to Donald Duck when I did Kingdom Hearts. But, I can't do that for very long. Zig gets me very choked up. Are they both up here? Yes. Yes, they are. They're both up. They're both to the north. How you doing, Roy? The bad part is I think I've called you Roy so many times now that I think I have to actively remember your name actually is Francisco. That's the sad part about this. I know what you're thinking, Roy. If I would just call you by your actual name, I wouldn't have this problem. But that's not the life I want to lead. Okay. So, Francisco, how are you doing this evening? Just doing final prep for the podcast. That's awesome, dude. What are y'all reviewing tonight? I know it's not Last Samurai, that's not till the end of the month. I hope it's not Last Samurai, because if it is, I hadn't had time to watch it yet. Escape from New York, and you're sad that people no longer have fonder memories of it. Admittedly, I didn't know it existed until a couple years ago. And I know that technically the main character of that, Snake Plissken, is what Solid Snake is based off of. But I have never actually gotten to see that film yet. I would have been a little young for it at the time. Welcome back, Hoppington. I just heard the report. You needn't be concerned with the engineers. They completed their return trip without further Imperial interference. I must admit, I had my doubts at first, but it seems the stories about you are true. I look forward to seeing what else you're capable of, after you've been properly inducted into the Maelstrom, of course. Now, speaking of your induction, yes, I will like to complete the quest and get my red die. I haven't even unlocked the ability to use dies yet, but I want my red die. Okay, now you're probably going to send me back. Oh, the personnel officer stands ready to complete your induction into the ranks. So get me 6,960 XP, 1,025 gil, and 300 storm seals, a currency used at the Maelstrom. Let us start afresh, shall we? Oh, now you're just calling everybody in. Wait, wrong hand. You're welcome here, Jack Hoppington. That such a well-respected adventurer would choose to join our ranks is the most heartening. Before you swear your allegiance to us, however, it is only right that I tell you exactly what it is you'll be joining. And I've got to use my hand to advance. Okay. A grand company is more than simply a collection of soldiers. It is an all-encompassing organization which draws upon the resources of an entire city-state to form a unified military force capable of standing against the nation's deadliest enemies. We of the Maelstrom are charged with meeting these threats posed by the Primals and the Garlean Empire, and solving the many problems caused by the Calamity. Every man and woman who serves under our colors has a role to play in keeping the great warship that is Limsa Lominsa afloat, and on whatever heading Chief Admiral Merlwyb Bluefitswind sees fit to set. I really am impressed I'm able to pronounce her name correctly. As part of this grand vessel's crew, you will be expected to take your turn at the oars, for the winds do not look favorable, lad, and strength of arm may be all that sees us safe to port. If I've lost you with this talk of ship and all, let me put it another way. A Maelstrom soldier labors till his last breath, fights till his last drop of blood. We give all in service of this nation, and no less is expected of you. Hoppington, it is customary for new recruits to swear an oath of their own choosing upon entering the Maelstrom's ranks. Is there aught you'd like to say? You have my sword till sea swallows all. What skills I have are yours till sea swallows all. I'll follow the Admiral to the very bottom of the abyss. Nothing! Yeah, we'll go with this one. Doesn't really matter, but... Ah, yes, the many and varied skills of an adventurer. I have no doubt your travels have furnished you with such knowledge as will provide invaluable to our cause. Jack Hoppington, I hereby assign you the rank of Storm Private 3rd Class. You are now officially a soldier of the Maelstrom. Welcome aboard, Private. May you serve Limsa Lominsa till sea swallows all. Can you hear me, Jack? This is Minfilia. An officer of the Maelstrom contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Hoppington. I have no doubt that you are eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a man of the storm, you are no less a scion. Pray, return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. No rest for the wicked, eh? Before you make yourself scarce, I recommend having a word with Comrade Riki. Might be worth your while. That would be the girl down there, I'm assuming. You may now accept the quest, My Little Chocobo, or should I say, My Little Chocobo, by speaking with Rashat Riki. This quest must be completed in order to proceed to the end of the main scenario for A Realm Reborn. So yeah, you have to, even though this is a optional quest, you have to complete it. And I am now a member of the Maelstrom officially. And lots of things just unlocked. But first, Riki, give me my chocobo. My little chocobo. Rashit Riki suggests you look into having a personal chocobo issued. Remember, guys, I get to name this chocobo. And I'm actually going to allow y'all to give me names. As of the last episode, I believe Fluffy was the only name suggested. Why am I looking this way? It's not like the camera's over there. But please, yes, Fluffy was the only name suggested last time. You have until I get to that point in this mission to give me more. I am not naming it Francisco, Roy. You really want my character riding you? That's all I'm gonna say. Well, if it isn't Private Hoppington, I must say the tales of your deeds have been an inspiration to the troops. Our duties take us far and wide. Now, Wedgie, you've slogged across quite a few moms of countryside on naught but your own 2 feet. Such a sterling soldier of the Maelstrom deserves his own steed. Let us see about having one issued for you. All you need to do is obtain a Storm Chocobo issuance by exchanging company seals with the quartermaster. Once you have the deed, present it to Fragime, and she will set you up with one of our trusty birds. No, I'm just giving you a hard time, Francisco. If that's what the vote comes to, I guess I will do that. Storm. I need 200 ranks, but I don't have enough seals. I thought I just got a bunch of seals. Did I not? Oh, I gotta go back to the... I won't get that until I actually complete this quest. So I gotta go there, do this, and then come back. Yay. Okay. I'm coming, Minfilia. I am prey returning to the Waking Sands. So I can get my stinking, thingies. You want me to name it I.V. Gee, I wonder why. Alright, so we've got Fluffy. We've got 3.5 in Roman numerals. Any other suggestions? I can't believe you broke my code. Yes, it's not like I'm not playing a game with Roman numerals. Okay, and Latin for that is tres et demidia. It would sound amazing and still be his suggestions. Welcome back, Jack. Lady Minfilia awaits you within. Yeah, I will definitely have enough after completing this quest. Literally means 3.5. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time in putting your skills to work. How do I know? Well, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tales of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. I'm not using the right voice. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Jack. Now, when we last spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Tataru, please show them in. This way, says. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've been properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm... God's man, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I am pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Ain't that convenient? Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland Island Works, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to have been given the chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Why are you sounding like Emperor Palpatine right now? Okay. We're going to come back here for self-management, but it's time for My Little Chocobo. My Little Chocobo. My vote is either Frankie or the Tress one. Frankie, now there's an idea. Trezette Demidia is your vote? Okay. Oh, I already talked to you. I just need to talk to the quartermaster. Ventures. Should probably do that at some point. Storm Chocobo issuance. Okay, now I need to take this to Fragime, which is over here. Oh, the Chocobo Keep. That makes sense. So, back to the Aethernet Plaza. Oh, I passed it. There we are. Fragrim. I need a Chocobo. Want a bird issue, you say? Then I'll need to see your Storm Chocobo issuance. It's right here. Here you go. Yes, everything appears to be in order. A moment, please. I'll be right back with your Chocobo. And here he is. This fellow has been in high spirits the last few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you'll want to give your noble steed a name. Quee! I need to name my Chocobo. Where do I do that? Oh. Quee! Name your Chocobo. Names must be between 2 and 20 alphabetical characters. See, I don't think I could have used the period if I went with 3.5. But since the vote is Tress et Demidia. Oh, Oh, I can't space. Nor can I underscore. Out of curiosity. And I can't period either. It can all be one word. That's... Let me show you what that looks spelled out. Yeah, I can't even put in extra capitals. Trezedemidia. You know what? Let's split it here. Frankie. Frankie Trez. Okay, oh, you're saying it looks better than Frankie. Okay, okay. We'll do that. We'll do that. Trez et Demidia. Okay. Name your chocobo Trez et Demidia? Yes. Quay! Now the chocobo ran away because I can't have the chocobo in town. I dare say he likes his name. Oh, it's a he. Here is your own chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it and your feathered friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned in crowded city areas or monster-infested lairs. Chocobo are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present you with your chocobo rider's license, as it is required by law. And that concludes all the formalities. I wish you and your chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. I have completed it. Now, I think I can go now back to there and get one more little thing. I can call him Mr. T for short. Okay. Oh, I went to the wrong... I'm in the wrong one. I need... Hey, Blanas, I need to go to the Drowning Wench. Yes, thank you. I think I can get this now. I don't think I have to wait. And now that I've said that, that probably means I have to wait. But let's see first. Hey, Riki, I got a question for you. Nope, apparently I can't do that yet. Alright. So, technically we should be going back to self-management, but I have neglected my class quests for a bit. So I need to catch that up because I should be able to do jobs now. Aethernet, Gladiators Guild. Oh yeah, it's down here. In the Colosseum. Okay. The Face of Thal, level 20. None of this is upgradable, so we're not going to worry about that. And I literally get the things I have. So, oh, yay. Force Sword Melia has an urgent task for you. Jack, I'm glad you're here. One of our members has been attacked and gravely wounded, and I need you to go and help him. I suspect this is the work of more bounty hunters. It may even be a trap to lure more of us into the open. Nevertheless, we cannot ignore our comrade's plight. When last he contacted us by Link Pearl, he said he'd try to seek shelter at the Coffer and Coffin. Take this portion and search for him there. Oh, this potion, not portion. Potion. Now, normally I would just kind of jump over to the Coffer, or over to not Bent Branch, the crossing, whatever the name of the crossing is. But we just got something new, and I think we need to pull Mr. T out for a test drive, don't you? And I just realized I am on the wrong side of this, but that's fine. So, I need to go to mounts. I am going to... This is all the mounts I currently have access to. But we want... Is in here some... Oh, wait, hang on. I didn't do the thing. I didn't do the thing. Must be on to... there it is. There we go. Let's ride the company chocobo. Finally have a chocobo. I finally got a bird that I can ride on my own. I finally got my chocobo. I'm riding it to wherever I may go. That's about as much as he can flap. He can't fly. Yet. When we finish A Realm Reborn, we will actually be able to fly in these areas. After that's a little more complicated on how to do it, but, yeah. Where am I going? Oh, that's going back to self-management. I am in the wrong area. Do I do more damage mounted? No, in fact, if I try to attack something, I will dismount. It is just meant to help me get places. Later, though, I will have the ability to allow my chocobo to fight with me. But I've got to get to that point in the game. I don't think... Oh. Central Thanalan is up there. I knew there was another way to get there from here. Pardon me, boys. Y'all can get back to your fight. I am not going to bother y'all. Another fate. I don't want to join fate. There's only one fate I'm looking forward to joining, and that is later. Going to head out. Have a good rest of your stream. All right, see you later, Francisco. You have a good evening and enjoy your reviewing of your escape from New York. I hope you survive. Injured Gladiator. Help me! I can't feel my. Here, have a potent potion. Thank you, brother. It all happened so fast, over by the tracks to the north. I don't know who attacked me, nor why they left me alive, but I dare say the answer is out there. Surely someone saw something. So before I go do that, since I have come to a quick stop here, I'm trying to remember where this is. Maybe under character... campaign, yeah. I can actually change out his gear. So for now, we're going to go with the Barding of Light. And as you can see, I can also change his color, but I need to be in a guild or a free company for that, so I can actually do the weird things that allow that to happen. And I forgot to move my move that down in there. Ah, not minions. Which, don't forget, if you got channel points, sell points, I believe I called them, you can make me change my minion. And I'm also going to move down here the Mount Roulette, because I intend to use Mount Roulette more often. But, yeah, here I am with different barding. I had a feeling if I mentioned it again, they would come up. So let me get to where I'm going here. Okay, let's do us a minion roulette. And what do we get? We got the Wind Up Palom. Let's see what he's all about. Wind Up Palom. Based on one half of a pair of twin mages, this charming minion brings an air of mischief wherever it goes. The tales say that the real Palom mastered the dark arts by the age of 5, though one has to question whether teaching dangerous magic to small children is such a good idea. Yeah, you do have to wonder. You do have to wonder. Suspicious characters? Well, now that you mention it, I did see a strange fellow wearing a garish purple robe. At first, I thought he was talking to himself, but then I realized he had a link pearl. I heard him say something about the wrong man and the Silver Bazaar. Does that help? The Silver Bazaar? Not that place again. Wait, I may be confusing it. Okay, so now I'm going to actually, instead of using the company chocobo, let's do Mount Roulette. See what we get today. And we got us a carbuncle mount. Which we rode for a very short bit. I realize I should read those things too. So first I'll do our Trezette Domitia. Born and bred in the city-state of Ishgard, the majority of company chocobos are geldings of the Rouncy variety. However, massive destriers and miniature Beldian Genets are also raised to accommodate the builds of Rogadin and Lalafellan riders, respectively. Basically, if I was playing the Rogadin, the largest race, I would have a much bigger chocobo, and if I was the Lalafell, I'd have a much smaller chocobo. We also did the Aquamarine Carbuncle. Those adventurers who have longed to hop on their carbuncles' backs can give thanks to the Arcanist Ulan, whose research into Diamond Carbuncle provided the necessary cues to suggest an arcane entity of rideable proportions. As its form is maintained by a large aquamarine, it can be summoned even by those who unversed in the ways of arcanum. Alright. And we gotta go south a little bit more, so let's spin the Mount Roulette once again. Fat Chocobo. Fat Chocobo, playfully described by some as large and in charge. In truth, when summoned, this gluttonous gourmand will flap nary a feather unless a garland of guichol greens is dangled before him, in which case not even the laws of nature can slow the Fat Chocobo down. And he tries so hard to jump. And you know what's sad? He can fit in here. Whee! Barkeep, give me all your food. My mount demands it. Okay. And he runs right through the wall. The fellow outside? Aye, I saw him stumble in when I left the bar to take a piss. I was alone, as I recall. You say he was wounded? I thought he was just drunk. Well, aren't you people helpful? Okay, let's spin the Mount Roulette once again. And we got... I don't remember the name of this one. Yeah, so most of these mounts are the ones that are my bind-on account from having played this game so long. So I got them in the mail. So this one... I think it's that one. That's the closest one. We'll go with that for now. Possessed of a strength of both mind and body that is unmatched in the first. As a mount, Grani has no peer nor on land nor in heaven. It is said, however, the noble creature will only accept a rider who has pledged to restore shadow to the land bereft of night. Yeah, that's a Shadowbringer's mount. Or as I know it, that time I got transferred to another world and had to become the Warrior of Darkness. Oh, I didn't have to go far. Injured gladiator. Purple robe? That does sound familiar. Aye, it was him, I swear it. Did you find anything else? Scorpion ring. Picked this up by the tracks, eh? Might well have belonged to the bastard. Can't say I've seen what it's like before. Maybe his Wyman could tell you more, you know. You know him, don't you? He's the bespectacled bloke who's always lounging around Emerald Avenue in the city. Of course, being the businessman that he is, he'll probably ask to be compensated in exchange. Show that ring to Wyman. I'm sure he knows something about it. Okay. Spinning the Mount Roulette once again. And we got us a griffin. The griffin is here somewhere. Fantastical winged beast native to the unscalable peaks of Alabathia's spine, griffins actually have a long history of serving as mounts. Indeed, before the city-state's fall, the Alamegan army maintained a regiment of griffin-backed soldiers who would harry opposing forces. All right. Yep, it's a lion bird. Whee! And you'll notice as I enter this place, my burb goes away. Yeah, they are definitely set up for Little Ladies' Day. In fact, that may be going on right now. Looks like it. Y'all kind of made it where Wyman has to look around a tree, guys. Well now, if it ain't Jack, everybody's favorite venturer. I hear you threw your lot in with the gladiators. Questionable decision given the events of recent days, but to each his own. To what do I owe the pleasure? I have a scorpion ring I need you to tell me about. Oi, put that away before someone sees it. Where in the seven hells did you get one of those rings? Don't you recognize the signal? God's danged fool. Before you go stumbling around in the brush, you ought to at least know what kind of venomous bastards be lurking up within. In a long time since Old Don's seen a criminal organization rise from obscurity to notoriety as quickly as the Alacran. Word is they've got connections to the Brass Blades, the Syndicate, and gods know who else. But you didn't hear that from me. I want no part of whatever mess you and your mates got yourselves into, understood? I see. Mylia? I got me a scorpion ring. It might tell us some things. All right, Mylia. Tell me what you got. Oh, Jack. I was wondering when you might return. What news do you bring of our injured comrade? He was attacked by the member of the Alacran. His attackers may be headed to the Silver Bazaar. The Silver Bazaar? Then it must be the same gang of ruffians. One of our comrades returned from Stone's Throw moments ago. A gang of bandits is said to be headed for the Silver Bazaar. They're after a man with an enormous bounty on his head. The people living there are in grave danger. In their frenzy to find their quarry, the bandits won't scruple to destroy property and harm civilians, and the few brass blades stationed there will be powerless to stop them. We must stop them, Jack. We'll protect the Silver Bazaar and avenge our injured guildmate in one fell swoop. A bit melodramatic, if you ask me. Aldous, I told you never to come here again. I couldn't sit idly by while you charge into battle against an enemy you know nothing about, Mila. A responsible guildmaster would never risk the lives of her charges like this. Who are you to lecture me about responsibility? Mila, listen to me. This is the Alacran you're dealing with. So, whatever notoriety they may have achieved means nothing to me. We'll cut them down like the common bandits they are. It's not that simple. More importantly, it's not your fight. What are you saying? They want me, Malia. I've been fending off assassination attempts ever since I returned to Thanalan. Just stay here and let me handle this. It'll all be over soon, I promise. Just stay here while you go off on your own, is that it? It's been 7 years since I let you leave, Aldous. 7 years. Do you have any idea what you put me through? Mylia. I don't want to hear it, you selfish bastard. Don't you even care about the people who suffered because of you? Just get out. We don't need your help. We'll settle this ourselves. Mylia, wait. There's something you need to know. Enough. Get out. Get out. All right. Save some of that for the Alacran. But do try not to let Jack here come to harm while you're at it. Well, it's off to the Silver Bazaar in Western Thanalan we go. Which means it'll be time for Mount Roulette once again. This is like Beauty and the Beast, only Belle is the one yelling. You're not wrong. Alright, Mount Roulette once again. We got this one already. Let's try another one. We got that one too. And that one, I believe. There we go. We got the whale. Because that makes sense, right? A whale. The indigo whale. Pods of these massive wavekin are believed to traverse the indigo deep for thousands of malms in pursuit of food. Why they would choose to limit themselves to the confines of the sea despite possessing the capacity for aether-assisted flight is a mystery scholars have pondered for centuries. Of all the things you had there, whale was not on my bingo card. I have 2 whales. We're having a whale of a good time here. Yeah, fun fact, this is actually a 2-person mount. I can have somebody ride with me. And as you can see, I can get zoomed in on it. We're drinking and driving our whale. Hope we don't crash into anything. I said, I hope we don't crash into anything. That's what I get for drinking and flying. Or hovering. Malia. There you are, Jack. Everyone's already in position. Are you prepared? I am as prepared as I'm gonna get. Defeat the Alacran henchmen. Attack! Turn on the stance. Stay focused, choose your target, and finish him. Yes, I was on a whale picnic. My sword all around my head, kicking multiple people on their heads. 'Cause this is how you sword fight, by swinging wildly. Thaumaturges? Gods, I've always hated mages. Finish them before they can cast again! Duty complete! Rejoice, gladiators, for the day is ours! Yay! Somehow I don't think so. What? But why would you be? Leave him to us, First Sword. Dead men walking. No, stop! Such brittle blades, so easily broken. Perhaps the First Sword is made of stronger steel. Leave her, Zana. Our business here is over. Uh-oh. Got her boyfriend's sword. What have you done? Leovold! First Sword, we must withdraw. The wounded need tending. Let us take them back to the guild. Yeah, that wasn't good. Oh well. Chocobo roulette. Or Mount Roulette. There's the other whale! I guess I gotta read that one too. Lunar Whale! Produced by the Garland Ironworks, based on mysterious tales of a distant land. It not only resembles a whale on the outside, but shares its voluminous belly. With enough room for the pilot and 7 passengers, it stands, or rather floats, on a class of its own. So yeah, this not only will hold 8 people, this isn't even a living whale. Yep, Mecha Whale. You know what? I'm gonna be nice and go around town. Imagine this is the first time you're ever playing this game and you're doing your first quest and then you see this thing bearing down on you. We head back to the Colosseum. Okay, Amelia, what's the word on your boyfriend? Give me a moment, Jack. I need time to think. I wanted to spare you this, Melia. I begged you not to go. You knew all this? That Leovold had... Leovold and I once fought side by side in the Colosseum. The twin swords of Naltal, they called us. Never lost a match. Honored by the Bull of Alamigo himself. But that was then and this is now. So yeah, I wasn't her boyfriend's sword. When I learned Leovold single-handedly transformed the Alacron from a gang of common thieves into the most feared criminal organization in Thanalan, I knew I had to return. It seemed like a lifetime ago that the three of us used to train together in this hall. The Leovold I knew would never stoop so low. He was a good man, strong and true. What would drive him to do this? When I find him, I'll be sure to ask. Unfortunately, he seems determined to kill me for my curiosity. What aren't you telling me, Aldous? I'm not clever enough to keep secrets, my dear. I'm a simple man, only capable of dealing with what's right in front of me. Is that so? I'll find him, Melia. I promise. And, yeah, I already have all this. So none of this is going to do me any good right now. I'll take the money and run. Alright. On holy ground. First Sword Melia has an important mission for you. Let's see. That's an upgrade. That's an upgrade. That is an upgrade. All these are nice upgrades. Alright. Ah, Jack, I must apologize for my earlier behavior. As First Sword, my duty is not only to foster your growth as a gladiator, but to also protect you from dangers that you're not ready to face. I did not know that Leovold had become the leader of the Alacron. Had he chosen to bear his steel at us, many and more of us would not have returned alive. I need to know why he's turned to a life of crime, and so I've ordered my best men to scour Thanalan for any trace of his whereabouts. Unfortunately, one of them has disappeared. I have a strong suspicion that he's been taken prisoner by the Alacron, or worse. If there's any hope of saving him, we must act quickly. I would have you search for our missing comrade. His last report said that he was tracking the Alacron near the Hammers in western Thanalan. If you go there, you may find some clues to his fate. I've been far too reckless in recent days, and let too many good gladiators come to harm. Please, Jack, find our missing comrade and bring him home safe. Alright. Off I go. And it's Mount Roulette time again. We already had Fat Chocobo. Behemoth! I need to get me a mouse pad. Behemoth. Behemoth. Immediately following the calamity, an adventurer returning to Gridania from Falcon's Nest in Korthus claims to have happened upon a den of baby behemoths whom had lost their mother. Despite objections from friends and family alike, she kept the beasts, eventually training them to serve as mounts. He's a big old boy. There's our gladiator that we're looking for. It's a trap, brother! Not a very good one. You know, that's some fine swordsmanship, Jack. Amelia, the first sword, certainly knows how to pick 'em. Heh, even after all these years, I can't bring myself to call her that. See, I still remember when her father first brought her to the guild. A wee lass who cried at the sight of naked steel. But to look at her now, you'd swear she was born with a blade in her hand. Not like she had much of a choice but to rise to the occasion, though. What with all that trouble Aldous got into 7 years ago. Selfish bastard, he never should have... but enough of my rambling. I'll make my way back to the old dock before a short rest. You go on ahead and tell Amelia that I'm fine. Alright. It will still be faster. Mount Roulette. We did that one. Ah, here we go. I think that's this one. Yes, ARC. Seeking to develop advanced transforming airships, the engineers of Garland Ironworks turned to the experience of former Illuminati scientist. The result is a machine that can convert between bipedal and assault craft forms in the blink of an eye. So yes, I have a mobile suit. I have a Gundam. That is basically what this is. I can't transform it yet because I don't have flying, but... Indeed. Indeed, that is sick. Okay, Mila, I found our dude. Jack, thank the gods you're alright. Heard all about the ambush at the Hammers. Excellent work. You've been invaluable to the guild, and I cannot thank you enough. In fact, I believe you deserve a much-needed rest. Take some time for yourself and return once you've recuperated. But before you go, speak with Lulutsu. I believe she has a message for you. Lulutsu? Ah, Jack, the very gladiator I was seeking. Lean closer, for I could not have the others hear my words. Aldous sends his regards and requests you meet him at the Lich Yard in eastern Thanalan. Naturally, I have not divulged this information to the First Sword. As you may have gathered from their previous interaction, she is rather upset with him, and would likely forbid any further association. Quite understandable, since he was clearly groomed to be the next guildmaster before that horrible scandal. But they would have made such a lovely couple. Forgive me, this is hardly an appropriate topic of conversation. Anyway, you have my word that the First Sword will not hear of any of the rendezvous from me. The Lich Yard in eastern Thanalan. Alright, let's go. We are off to Camp Drybone. And once again, it is time for Mount Roulette. Ah, the Falcon. An independent project of Garland Ironworks. Engineer Wedge, the single-rider airship, allegedly recorded some of the fastest flight speeds ever until a tragic accident following an attempt to see how high the ship could soar convinced its creator that perhaps a modicum of restraint was necessary. Yeah, I can't do the flying part yet, but I got me a motorcycle. All right, Artsy, you have a good evening and enjoy talking to your Nana. I'm not far from ending the stream anyway. All right. Aldous. And where have you been? Been busy drowning in some sweet young thing's eyes? Well, if that's the case, I understand completely. It's been 7 years since Melia's father was laid to rest here. He was mean and stubborn, an old Aldgoat through and through. But gods, when he danced with sword in hand, it was pure poetry in motion. Melia's right. There's no way I could know what it was like for her back then, forced to replace her father under such terrible circumstances. Hello? And who might you be? Another of Leovold's lackeys? Master Leovold has been most distressed since learning of your return. This is unacceptable. Your master does not deserve your loyalty, kitten. When you've outlived your usefulness, he'll dispose of you like so many others. Believe me, I speak from personal experience. Say what you will, I will not be swayed. She looks awfully determined to kill me. Still, I'm not really in the mood to play. Mind stopping her, Jack? Sure, why not? Alright, Zana. Read her movements, Jack. It's not exactly high literature. Your interference is inexcusable. This ends now. Watch it, Jack. This kitten has claws. And she went down pretty fast. You've gotten stronger. Good. I'm glad Melia has a man like you to rely upon. She can rely upon you. She's her father's daughter, a leader of men, a true warrior, and an obstinate woman who lets her feelings cloud her judgment. Which is why she needs to be surrounded by dependable people who will give her good course and keep her temper in check. Now more than ever, stick by her. She needs you more than she knows. She needs you, Aldous. Haven't you listened to a word I've said? She needs dependable people. In case you haven't noticed, I am anything but. I'm only here because of unfinished business. When it's settled, there'll be no reason left for me to stay. I owe it to her old man to put an end to this, to give him peace in Thal's realm by making that bastard Leovold finally answer for his crimes. Remember what I said, Jack. Now go. She's probably wondering where you are. Alright. And we are far enough out, it makes sense to use the teleport. And we are coming up on the end of the stream. I'm going to turn this one in, and then we'll see who we're going to raid. I don't think Francisco has gotten on yet. Why are you staring at me like that, Jack? Is something the matter? You're behaving rather oddly. Well, I'm afraid I have no news regarding the Alucard's movements. I remain confident that we will find them soon, though, so keep your blade sharp. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. And that is where we're going to end it. Oh, first... Oh, it's going to be over here. Should be able to do that number. And go. Okay, yeah, this is going to be... this. So yeah, this is... Oh, look. Sorry. Can I take the helmet off? No, I cannot. That's a shame. Alright, well, I'm going to end it here, guys. Y'all have a good evening. Oh, hang on. I need to find it. Oh, Geek Devotions comes in right at the end. Le gasp, the legends are true, for the mighty bard and herald of cel-shaded history is back. And he's leaving. Yeah, I started streaming earlier in the day, Geek Devotions. That way I can start to calm down near the end of the night before I go to bed. You were editing, but that makes sense. That's fair. That's fair. I can get this up. Let's see who... I don't think Francisco is on... or Retro is on yet. I should say... Elden Ring or Pokemon? Why not Pokemon? Alright. Ah, you're going out of town Thursday morning, so I had to do some work today. That makes sense. It does. But thank you for joining me, especially coming in here at the end. But I will catch y'all later. I should have hit start raid already. Now I gotta wait for the 10 seconds for it to pop up. Any second now. There it goes.